The morning light slipped through the windows of the penthouse, softer now, gentler, settling over a space that no longer felt staged or temporary. Janet moved through the kitchen barefoot, humming as she packed lunches, her wedding band catching the sun. Dennis watched from the doorway, coffee cooling in his hand, struck again by the quiet miracle of this life they had built. It had been years since the arrangement ended, but its shadow no longer carried shame or fear. It had become a starting line, a story they told carefully, honestly when asked, a reminder that love sometimes arrives disguised as something practical, something transactional before revealing its true shape. Janet laughed as one of the twins barreled past her, chasing his brother down the hall, their daughter following with determined fury. The sound filled the apartment, echoing against marble and glass, transforming the sleek penthouse into a home layered with fingerprints, toys, and warmth. Dennis set his mug down and scooped their daughter into his arms, breathing her in, grounding himself in the present. Later, when the children were gone and the city hummed below, they sat together on the balcony. Janet leaned into him, her head resting against his shoulder, the wind tugging gently at her curls. Dennis traced slow circles on her hand, the same gesture he had used from the beginning, a habit that had survived every version of them. "Do you ever think about how close we came to missing this?" Janet asked quietly. Dennis nodded. Every day. He thought of the man he had been, convinced control was safety, that vulnerability was a liability. He thought of how easily he could have chosen reputation over truth, silence over love. "But we didn't," he said. "We chose each other." Janet smiled, that familiar grounding smile that had undone him from the start. "We keep choosing each other." Below them, the city moved on, unaware of the quiet victory unfolding above it. Two people who had started, with rules and boundaries, had rewritten their lives with honesty, patience, and courage. What began as something borrowed had become permanent. What was never supposed to matter had become everything. Love had found them not in perfection, but in persistence, in choosing again after doubt, fear, and mistakes, and in believing that even flawed beginnings could lead to a lasting, ordinary, extraordinary forever, together with grace, forgiveness, hope. For the full story, click the link below. Vintage Mike Tales.